Ba-da-da, Roach Cliff Daily News. For January 28, 2019.
2009.
On this day in 1447, Henry VIII passes away. He had a 40-year reign, led England through a series of changes, most notably the English formation, English separation from the Catholic Church. Why do you say? Because he wanted to get divorced and they didn't grant him that shit. So then he married his mistress, and then he had her decapitated because he accused her of adultery. Damn. And he did the same thing with his fifth wife. So this motherfucker was
wild.
Notorious.
So
All glory to Jesus.
All glory. No, he separated himself from it.
He separated himself from it.
So it's yeah. So that's why he did it, so he could marry another broad and all this. So he served some cool stuff. He served for 40 years. A 40-year reign. So what do you got on the docket, Tamal? Hit us up.
So I'm gonna give a little informative one to start off with for everybody around the nation. So they said that last week they started recalling a lot of fruit.
Like you, or what kind of fruit are we talking about?
So you have fresh peaches, nectarines, and plums from stores like Aldi, Costco, and Walmart. They've been recalled for possible listeria
contamination.
Yeah, listeria contamination. It affected 1,727 cartons of peaches, 1,207 cartons of nectarines, and 365 of plums. But there's been no illnesses.
Damn, I was about to go to Costco after this show too. I better hold back.
Put a pause on that.
Put a pause on that if you're buying fruit.
Also, yeah, be aware of the fruit you guys are buying. Make sure it's not on the recall list, or don't buy peaches from fucking Costco or whatever.
From Aldi, Costco, and Walmart. We don't really have an Aldi out here. That's mainly back
so that means
Chicago.
Just don't buy fucking peaches until further notice.
Peaches, nectarines, and plums.
What do we got on the docket, Altito?
Oh man, dude. So we've been going through this caravan thing, right? With
Honduras.
So I figured I'd take people down to Honduras to see what's actually happening there and why people are leaving in caravans, man. And it turns out that protesters and riot police are clashing right now in Honduras. And it's an anti-government demonstrators in Honduras have clashed with riot police during protests marking the first anniversary of the inauguration of President Juan Orlando Hernandez. So thousands of people took to the streets, man, because they think that this guy defrauded the people of Honduras and re-elected himself. So the whole thing is that the government, the Congress over there, lifted this constitutional ban that they had on re-elections right before he got elected. And he only won it by 1.53 percentage points.
Oh, damn.
Is a very small margin. So everybody over there is accusing them of this, man. So it's getting so crazy that people are leaving. Now we have a 12,000 number count over in the border of Mexico of people from Honduras leaving in caravans.
Oh, wow.
So it's getting big, man.
So they have 12,000 now?
Yeah, so now we have 12,000 people waiting at the southern border.
That's
talking
nuts.
about that they're heading straight to America. They're not going to stop in Mexico. And but this is why. Because there's thousands of other people, tens of thousands of other people on the streets fighting it out right now.
Out in Honduras?
To save the democracy.
The ones that actually do stay?
Yeah. So yeah, just an update on that.
Man, well, shout out to everybody, man, trying to do best for their families or whatever, man. Just shout out, man.
Absolutely.
Be humanitarian, man. If the person ain't doing no harm, be nice to them.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine where other people come from or what they might have been going through. That's for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Just seeing the pictures on his computer, there's fire in the streets and people tipping cars over and beating up, people getting beaten up, just trying to live their lives.
Straight up, man. What do we got?
Miguelito here. And this is the last month we have before the Arizona Supreme Court will meet and to talk about. So we were granted a petition earlier this month that they will hear arguments in March to talk about this extract case. And we all remember from last June when they came out and said publicly that extracts were legal. And that all stems back to the 2016 case when the guy Rodney Jones was arrested for having like the teeniest little
Remember that?
extracts.
They made a big old deal about that shit.
But this is our chance. If you know anybody who works in legislator or anybody, any chance that you have to petition or just tell people about your stance on cannabis extracts. One thing we really want to highlight is the children, and kind of what about the children?
Jesus loves them.
A lot of children that rely on cannabis extracts obviously do not smoke flower. They rely on tinctures, CBD formulations, and other extracts from the plant. So obviously we want to protect their rights as well as our own, and it'll be fascinating to see what happens there. So keep your eyes on that.
Man, farmer sisters are arrested in murder for hire plot against neighbor. 2 sisters in sleeping Idaho town. Deborah Winsman, 50, and Doris Winsman, 46, held on $100,000 bond each.
Damn.
They operated a farm in Green Creek. You know what I mean? They tried to hire the fuel delivery man to execute their neighbor. They offered him, they offered him 5 G's, ammo, and the gun, to do it with. So then this vato declined, and he hit up the sheriffs, and then they set up a sting, and she offered the sheriff
The 5
$1,500.
Oh.
So she
Sting
dropped the
operations.
Yeah.
She spent some of the dough.
Yeah, she's like, we'll go to the bank right now. We'll withdraw the money. We'll give you the stuff. And they all, so rumors around town neighbors was that the neighbor was harassing these hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
And but a lot of people, they told the cops that they thought that their property was trying to get taken away because there's been tons of people trying to buy that farm off them, and they've been declining every offer. So maybe they're just
Thought people were messing with them.
some scante.
All scontaed out.
They might just be scontaed out, dude, paranoid for no reason. So shout out to those 2 hyenas in Idaho.
Don't be scontaed out.
$100,000 bond though, bro. They're never gonna get out.
Never gonna get out.
Never gonna get out.
Never gonna get out.
What do we got? Tamaulipas?
So, this happened. Oh no, let me just start from the beginning. So, 3-year-old Casey Hathaway wandered off from his grandmother's
Oh, we did
backyard.
this. We did this one.
Oh, you guys
Friday.
did? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
Oh,
got
man.
found. They
Yeah,
found him.
yeah,
Which is
yeah.
good news. Good news.
Good news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Friday when they found him.
Yeah, it happened last Tuesday.
And we're switching over to El Tito.
Marihuanito.
Back. So I got some Chinese news, man. So
Chinese?
this is galactic news.
Oh, I thought you were talking
right?
Chinese. I was like, fuck
So
yeah.
it's
Bring
China.
it.
A few days ago,
got
China
all
landed a
excited.
spacecraft on the far side of the moon, man, and they're researching craters, the deepest craters to be exact. But for the first time ever, there's a spacecraft on the far side of the moon. China recently installed a lander and a rover there. The spacecraft is part of Chang'e is the name of the mission. Space missions. The series has been named for the Chinese goddess of the moon. So they're saying it docked down, man. They landed at one of the craters on the South Pole, Aitken Basin, and it's at 2,500 kilometers wide. And the basin is one of the largest and oldest impacts features in the solar system. It even contain exposed parts of the moon's interior. If true, that might reveal details of how the moon was formed and early history was like. A lot of people believe that the moon is hollow. So, trying to figure out whether it's hollow or whether it has a core and how does that work.
And that's the first time they landed on the far side of the moon?
Yeah, the far side of the moon.
What is that?
The side we generally don't see very often.
It was also referred to as
the dark side of the
Dark
moon.
side.
It's only dark time.
Why haven't they ever landed there? Is there a
Can't
reason?
see it.
Where you can't see it, so there's no way that.
It like doesn't rotate.
And how did they see it this time? How did they?
Trying to win for it.
They just
landed
calculations?
well, they've been sending orbiters and stuff at the.
Oh,
so
right.
They're getting satellite imagery from it, and then
To
they
get
pick
the
spot,
get the calculations right.
to get all that. Yeah, you got to know everything that
Yeah.
you can know, man, before you send.
Oh hell yeah!
humans
Especially
or
to
a
the
rover
dark side
out
of the
there.
moon.
Those are like multi-$100 million projects, man. They're no joke.
It just makes me think of Pink Floyd.
Me too.
Right?
Dark side of the moon.
And now for a local announcement from the Cannabis Cactus. We are gearing up for our partnership this year with the Elite Golf Tour. It's a new professional golf tour here in the Valley that's going to serve professional golfers not only on the course but off the course to help them with their lifestyles and how they live in between tournaments. Just because you're not the top 50 golfers in the world, there's still a lot of professional leagues out there, or rather lack of, in golf. So this will be a chance, for golfers to play professional golf and also continue to live their lives and do that here in the Valley. So basically, we're partnered with them. March 9th is our first event. It's going to be a charity event. It'll be an 18-hole scramble at the Legacy Golf Resort. You can sign up now at cannabiscactus.com/golf. And you'll be playing with companies like Mojave Cannabis, dispensaries, all your favorite producers. But we're going to have a Cannabis Cactus Open. and it's going to benefit charity as well as kick off this golf tour, which is going to be a great thing for the game of golf and a great thing for cannabis. These are two really cool industries coming together. We're going to be able to do a lot of cool stuff. So looking forward to that. Check that out.
Beautiful.
If you know anyone who wants to play,
Beautiful.
go ahead and get on them about that as well to register.
Listen to Miguelito. TSA screeners will get 1 week back pay. TSA admin tweeted this month, David Pekowski, using money left over from 2018, they will be paid for the days from December 23rd to January 5th. And keep in mind, they've been working for over 35 days now for free. So,
Oh yeah, the 800,000.
and they're not allowed to protest.
Yeah, they can't even speak about it.
TSA screeners and explosive teams are getting that. This paycheck is being sent to most employees making $90,000 or less per year. Federal air marshals are excluded though, even if they meet the criteria. So federal marshals ain't gonna get paid shit yet.
It's only the
Pekowski-
critical services.
Only the critical services. Make sure you fly it fucking good. But dude, a week? What are you gonna do with the week pay, bro?
No, I know that's going to go quick. Yeah,
When you haven't been paid for 35 days.
Exactly.
Right.
Come on, man.
Pekowski announced TSA would also cover parking and transit for employees for the next month. That's
That's nice of them.
how nice of them.
a little something extra.
Why don't they go get a low income? What is it? A low finance loan?
Here's some salt for them wounds.
Yeah, dude, that's messed up. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Another edition of Roach Cliff Daily News, January 20. What is this? 28th?
28th.
January 28th,
Monday.
2018, Monday.
Oh.
Have a fucking great week. Enjoy your Monday. This is the Roach Clip Daily News. Peace out.
Peace out.
No, you don't have to be good at golf to play.
You can come and learn with us.
You gotta have
You got to register for
$1,000.
$1,000.